Yes, people, welcome back to another video. The Premier League is getting close. Manchester United against Liverpool at Anfield is edging closer, people. And we are here to talk about it because I feel like there's one big decision that needs to be made. And it's something that I know that you guys are all talking about at work. I know that it's something that you guys are talking about when you're tucking into your dinner or the group chats or whatever it is. Who starts for Manchester United at Anfield? Is it Matheus Cunha, the big money buy from Wolves? Or is it Mr. always having to prove himself, Mason Mount, who's coming off the back of a great goal against Sunderland as Manchester United won 2-0 to head into the international break? Now, Ruben Amorim has a big decision. And fans as well, you don't technically have a say in what Ruben Amorim does, but I give you the platform to have a say. So let me know down below what you want to see from the game at Anfield, because I think it is a discussion that needs to be had. Does Mason Mount start for Manchester United or does Matheus Cunha? Because both have had spells at the club. Cunha obviously a shorter spell, Mason Mount a longer spell. He's shown bright sparks, he's shown moments, but we haven't seen that consistency. We've seen injuries from Mason Mount. We're now into his third season and we really don't know what we're getting. Matheus Cunha, we know that he thrives on the big occasion. He loves a big game. He was the main guy for Wolves. At Manchester United, brilliant against Arsenal first game of the season. Very good again against Fulham, but he then got the injury against Burnley. And he now seems to be trying to find his way back and get his rhythm because he didn't start against Sunderland. He was on the bench, came off the bench. I just feel like, Brentford game, he was poor, if I'm totally honest. And he's now trying to find his mojo, should we call it. He's gone on international with Brazil and hopefully got some more minutes there. Hopefully he's got him a bit sharper. So now the decision has to be here. Does Ruben Amorim go with Mason Mount or does he go with Matheus Cunha? And the truth is, I feel like both of them could start, but obviously not together. But if they start, you're getting two pieces of the pie. Because I feel like if you start Mason Mount, which wouldn't be a crazy decision, by the way, and this is why I'm doing this video, because I want to see what you guys think. If Mason Mount was to start, I feel like Mason Mount gives you more element of a control type of performance, not a bit more maniac-y or, car crash, something's going to happen. I feel like Mason Mount gives you more of an educated performance. He sticks in his role. He understands the duties of what Ruben Amorim wants him to do, and he helps you sort of fight through the first 30 minutes of the game. He'll do his defensive duties. He won't be getting loads forward. He would just be doing his thing for the team and putting in sort of that team performance that keeps the ship steady. And look, some people might say, let's go to Anfield and let's get through the first 20, 30 minutes. I always feel like that. When we go to Anfield or the Emirates or Stamford Bridge, I'm always like, our first 20 minutes, don't concede. Just keep it tight, ride the wave of the home team, and then we'll get chances. We'll come into the game. We'll go into it because we have got enough players in our team that we can definitely pose teams problems, such as Liverpool. So it's like, do we go with Mason Mount, who scored against Sunderland, played pretty well, come off for Matheus Cunha, so we know that we can maximize Mason Mount for 65, 70 minutes. He gives you intelligence. He gives you high IQ. He gives you retainership of the ball. Like he doesn't really give the ball away. He plays the simple passes where some people might want the exciting passes, the risky passes. But he is Premier League proven. He understands a big game. He's done it for Chelsea. He's won major trophies for Chelsea. And Ruben Amorim does seem to like him. That is one thing I'm going to have to say, people. It does seem like Ruben Amorim does like Mason Mount. We know that. He's stuck by him. He's refused to listen to offers for him. He started him in games when he's been fit. He's been more involved than I thought he would be. And he started against Sunderland over Matheus Cunha. And when you start and record a clean sheet as a team and, you win the game, you score in the game, the first big goal, which was needed, and it was an excellent finish, by the way, then have he done enough to keep his spot? You'd probably say yeah on paper. But this is the dilemma, because on the other side, you've got a £62 million signing from Wolves in Matheus Cunha that we know a lot of the fans wanted. We all wanted. He's got the qualities that you can see would hurt teams. And stylistically, if I'm honest with you, I think he's more suited to the big games. Now, I don't know if you guys have been following my content or if you have now. I had one reservation about Matheus Cunha when he signed. And I said that when we play against teams that have a low block, are going to suffer more and allow us to try and break them down and they're going to sit deep. I don't know if Matheus Cunha is the type of player that you want in the pockets and playing with guile against a low block. I think that's where he can become a bit frustrated. I don't think that's where Cunha excels. So I feel like in them type of games, you maybe want a Mason Mount who's neater in the pockets and can unlock that little pass or whatever it is, right? And that's nothing against Cunha. I just think that was my only like dash by his name. If you said, what am I concerned about? I think maybe against low blocks, how will he navigate that? However, you've got games like Arsenal at home, first game of the season, where Arsenal had quite a lot of the ball, but Man United were brilliant in transition. Matheus Cunha was running the game for us in terms of the attacking side of things. And I feel like when it comes to big games, especially away from home, Matheus Cunha is the type of guy you want in your team. He is a bit of a maniac. He's got that mentality. He doesn't give an F. He's going to come there, fight for the badge, fight for the fans, fight for the manager. He's going to lay it all out on that pitch, and he's got that craziness about him. And sometimes you need that. Someone with fight, someone with bottle. But most importantly, the skill that Matheus Cunha brings to Manchester United is ball carrying and strength. And when you look at this Liverpool team, how shaky they are at the back. Konate not settled. Frimpong, Kirk not settled. Only Van Dijk is settled at the moment. You've got them conceding goals. McAllister off form. Gravenberch basically trying to do it all. Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai trying to make it work, but Florian Wirtz has been poor. Manchester United are going to get moments on the transition, and we're going to get chances in the game. And if you can look at what Matheus Cunha did against Arsenal in that first game of the season, and you think about Man United away at Anfield, having the moments where you're going to get the ball and turn and run at their defense, transition, pace, aggression, flair. Matheus Cunha is ready and made for Anfield. These are the type of games that we signed this Brazilian for. No doubt about it. I'd rather see Matheus Cunha play away at Liverpool than starting at home to a poor Fulham or whatever it may be. 100%. I think Matheus Cunha needs to start in this game. 100%. That is what I think, guys. I've just got Cass on the phone, and while I'm recording this video, I'm going to ask him a quick question before I ring him back. Cass, are you starting Mount or are you starting Cunha?
Right now, Mount.
He's starting Mason Mount as you see this video. Make sure you subscribe to Never a Foul and Cass Central. Cass, I'll call you back in 2 minutes. There you go, people. So when you look at it, Cass is saying Mason Mount. I understand it. Nothing wrong with that logic, like I said earlier in the video, people. But I think I want Matheus Cunha in there, especially when I saw what he could do to Arsenal. We just didn't score. We didn't take our chances. But this is the time for Matheus Cunha, for me to say, right, this is why I'm at Man United. This is why I'm a big game player. This is why you signed me. That is my personal preference. But there's a dilemma for Ruben Amorim here. I've just had Cass there say Mason Mount. I said Matheus Cunha. Either way, one of them are going to start. But what are you going to do with this decision? Who do you want to see play in the final third for Manchester United alongside Sesko and alongside Mbumo? Let me know in the comments. Thai Sports on the way to 5K. The dilemma for Manchester United this weekend. Matheus Cunha or Mason Mount? Let me know.